a ship adrift. Food on the table. Cargo untouched. But the crew vanished. This was the Mary Celeste. December 1872. The Atlantic Ocean carried a chilling secret. Waves crashed against wooden hulls, winds howled across the endless horizon, and sailors whispered of omens. In this vast, merciless sea, a ship drifted silently, alive in form, but dead in spirit. On December 4th, 1872, the British brig Dei Gratia spotted a vessel wandering aimlessly. At first glance, she looked seaworthy. Her sails were partly set, her hull intact. Yet something felt wrong. As the crew drew closer, unease spread among them. The ship seemed abandoned, lifeless, almost spectral. When sailors boarded, they were stunned. The cabins were empty. No captain, no crew, no voices, no footsteps, only silence and mystery. Inside, everything appeared perfectly normal. The cargo of 1,700 barrels of alcohol was untouched. The crew's belongings remained neatly arranged. Even the captain's logbook was still there. On the dining table, food was waiting, as if the crew had just stepped away for a moment. But they never returned. It was as if the entire crew had vanished into thin air. But this was no ordinary crew. Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife Sarah, and their young daughter Sophia were aboard, along with 7 experienced sailors. They were known for discipline and skill. For such a crew to vanish without a trace was unthinkable. The voyage begins. Mary Celeste had departed New York in late November, bound for Genoa, Italy. The journey was meant to be routine. Briggs was a respected captain, deeply religious, cautious, and devoted to his family. His decision to bring his wife and daughter reflected his confidence in the voyage. Yet from the start, the Atlantic was restless. Storms battered the ship, waves rose high, and winds tore at the sails. Still, the Mary Celeste pressed forward. Theories and speculations. Historians and investigators began to speculate. Alcohol explosion theory. Some believed the crew feared an explosion from leaking alcohol barrels. Fumes could have spread through the ship, terrifying them into abandoning it. Yet the cargo was intact, and no signs of fire or damage were found. Pirate attack. Others whispered of pirates, but there were no signs of struggle, no blood, no theft. The valuables remained untouched. Storm or waterspout. Some suggested a sudden waterspout, a violent column of water rising from the sea, could have panicked even seasoned sailors. But the ship showed no damage. Mutiny. Another theory claimed the crew turned against Briggs, yet there was no evidence of violence, and Briggs was respected by his men. Supernatural forces. In hushed tones, some spoke of curses, ghosts, or forces beyond human understanding. None of these theories explained why everything was left untouched. No signs of struggle. No damage. Just emptiness. The logbook mystery. The captain's log offered little help. Its final entry was dated 10 days earlier. It mentioned rough seas, but nothing unusual. After that, silence. 10 missing days. 10 days in which an entire crew vanished, without leaving a single clue. A reputation of misfortune. The Mary Celeste already carried a dark reputation. Sailors called her unlucky, plagued by accidents and misfortune even before this voyage. Her eerie fate only deepened that legend. Modern investigations. Modern scientists and historians have tried to solve the puzzle. Some point to natural disasters, others to human error. Yet every theory leaves questions unanswered. Why was the cargo untouched? Why were the belongings neatly arranged? Why did no lifeboat ever reappear? The aftermath. The ship was eventually towed to Gibraltar, but her reputation was forever stained. In court, salvage claims sparked controversy. Rumors of foul play spread like wildfire. Newspapers turned the Mary Celeste into a global sensation. The ghost ship that haunted the seas. Legacy of fear and fascination. The mystery of the Mary Celeste has endured for nearly 150 years. Writers, filmmakers, and historians have retold the story countless times. Each retelling adds new layers of fear and fascination. The ship has become a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that the sea holds secrets beyond human comprehension. Even today, the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains unsolved. No bodies were ever found, no lifeboat was ever recovered. The Atlantic swallowed them whole, leaving only questions. A ship adrift, a family vanished, and a legend that refuses to die. This is the story of the Mary Celeste. Subscribe to Chronicle Dark and sail deeper into history's darkest secrets.